Down under. Oh!
Wow.
Native Australia.
The teamwork for the former members of Aussie Open, now members of the Don Callis family. Cover 1, 2. Dezmond Xavier is out of it. We have seen the Rascalz prosper. They won their debut in January against the Crew right here on this program. Was involved in that parking lot brawl with Eddie Kingston and Ortiz. They have been so successful, winning 4 of their 5 matches since their debut. It's been their quickness, their speed, their agility, and their conditioning. Zach Wentz sent both members down, and now communicating with the Dezmond Xavier. Ducking out of the way.
Fast moving.
Uh-oh.
Get the better of it.
The big collision. Fletcher and Davis ruling the ring right now as we continue on Collision.
And now Mark Davis, who we saw on Wednesday how dangerous he was. That brutal pile driver on Darby Allin. Sure, there would have been a bonus in his paycheck. Originally from MJF with that business agreement with Don Callis that, as we heard from Kyle Fletcher, Fletcher's not too happy about. All right, now Wentz can't be too happy, held upside down for a good 10, 15 seconds. There's Mark Davis, very lackadaisical cover. Certainly didn't think he had the beating of Wentz right there. Just playing with his food. Would be a nice phrase to use for Mark Davis, who spent a lot of time in the outback when he was in Australia training. The only training you've done in the outback is trying to eat the whole blooming onion without being sick.
Nigel McGuinness, everyone. He trained in the outback.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's some training. There you see our main event still to come tonight. It's been a great night. We are heading, of course, to Dynasty, and we are going to be in Vancouver on Sunday, the 12th of April. And very excited about coming to Vancouver. Actually, very excited about being in Canada.
Let you back in again, have they?
Absolutely.
Wow. Davis just mauling Wentz in the corner here.
Right now, Zachary Wentz is trying to get to his feet.
It always amazes me about the Rascalz, given then their proclivity for smoking. They've got such great wind.
And, oh my gosh. Yeah, that time Mark Davis just got his momentum and leveled Zach Wentz already.
Wow. Right into the announce desk.
How about that?
Yeah, Xavier's almost as mad as I was. Certainly more willing to do something about it. Look how calm and methodical Fletcher and Davis are. Whoa!
Just stop Fletcher.
Wow, this is like, what do they call it? Shooting fish in a bowl?
Yes, or in a barrel. Cover. 1, 2. Got a 2 count. Kyle Fletcher springing up once again. This tag team match continues. Members of the Don Callis family. Mark Davis, Kyle Fletcher going up against the Rascalz. Zachary Wentz, who's in the grips right now of Kyle Fletcher, the TNT champ, and on the outside, Dezmond Xavier. Wentz! A blockbuster from the top. But Zachary Wentz needs to make a tag, and I think that Kyle Fletcher does as well.
Wentz has absorbed a lot of punishment, though. Dezmond Xavier, relatively fresh. Looks like he's going to get the tag.
Fletcher, yes! And here comes Dezmond Xavier. It goes for Mark Davis. Foot up to Kyle Fletcher. Fletcher tries to return fire, but cannot.
Whoa.
Spinning up and over the top. Here comes Mark Davis. Had a wide shot that time for Dezmond. A couple of gut shots. Axe blow on the back of the neck, and big thrust kick. Davis and Fletcher are both down. And both in trouble here, both moving very slowly here. A cutter and a cover. How about that? The champ barely got out of that, Nigel.
Somewhat cautious offense from Xavier, who had a quick look over his shoulder. I think he's a little concerned that if he gets any kind of advantage, he's not going to have anybody to tag him in. As Wentz just finally getting to his feet in the corner. Tag was made there, the official saw it.
Right.
But Wentz immediately dropping to the floor.
Oh, and a cutter across the top. Zachary. 1, 2, no! Great combination offense. Exceptional combination offense.
One out of the playbook of the Rascalz. One has to wonder what they did to come up with that. Or rather, what they were doing. Yeah, watch this. Smoke them if you got them.
Oh, my Davis caught Zachary Wentz, but then caught a foot to the face. Big thrust kick. Kyle Fletcher. And once again, the big man catches his adversary. Oh, great job by Wentz. The knee up. Hell, the Rascalz, we're going to say they're going to win this thing. Coming off of the ropes with a version of a Pele kick. Fans are standing on that one.
What a night of action we continue to have here on Collision. All 4 men down. As the 2 members of the Don Callis family try to gather themselves. They've looked relatively calm here tonight, but certainly they'll have an anger inside them after their teammate Josh Alexander was injured last week in trios action. The man in our main event certainly could take some blame for that.
Zachary by the big man. Davis sends Zach Wentz on the outside. Dezmond Xavier. And to the top turnbuckle.
It's written all over his trunks. Dangerous Mark Davis. Xavier almost out of ideas now. They absorbed so much punishment.
Tag is made. We do have some breaking news that Tony Khan has signed a big trios match coming up for Wednesday. Take a look at this.
Here it comes! That's it! That is it!
1, 2, 3!
Oh, wow!
Here are your winners, the TNT champion Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis!
Mark Davis took your news, stuck it between his legs and drove it into the mat.